Okay, that would be fine. Yes, we don't have any problems. Let's get into that together and find out what we can learn today together, everyone. So remember, this live class is about deep and meaningful conversations. Where you can learn is fluency. You will achieve fluency as well as accuracy in this lesson. And I have a couple of smart students available in the lesson, so we'll have fun enjoying the classes together and practicing English all together here in the lesson. If you are new and if you want to join this lesson, you're welcome to do so. You can click subscribe to participate, which is available right in the bottom of the screen. It is, with blue color, so you can just click it once and you will be able to participate with all of us here in the lesson. Wow, I can see a lot of people are joining. That's awesome. Perfect. Our topic for today is: do you agree or disagree with these controversial statements? And why this is important? Great to find out the importance of all these things. I can see Nancy here. Hello, Nancy. Good morning. Okay, let me hop Nancy on. Hopefully this works.
Hello, teacher. Good morning from my side. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And how are you?
I'm fine. It is raining, cats and dogs here, but it's okay.
It was raining last night, cats and dogs, but not anymore. I guess it's cloudy here, but
Uh-huh.
some possibility for rain,
Okay.
but it's not
Okay.
raining at the moment.
All right. All right.
Great. So, are you happy or sad about it whenever it rains a lot?
No, when it rains at night, I'm happy. But during the day, if it all the day is raining, well, the mood changes.
Very good. Yeah, when it rains the whole day, you could use the whole day. It would be
The
better.
whole day, yes. When it's
Very good.
raining the
Yeah, that
whole
would be
day.
better. Okay, wonderful. Great. That's fun. Yeah, I know that you would be kind of okay. We have got one very nice phrase for that. You'll be
Uh-huh.
cooked up. You'll be cooked up inside,
Cook
right?
that.
So it's
Uh-huh.
kind of like, you are in a cage inside.
Yeah.
So you feel
Uh-huh.
really bad. You could say during the COVID-19, I was cooked up because we couldn't go outside, we couldn't go shopping, we couldn't go to the restaurant. We were all cooped up inside, right?
Yes, right, teacher. I've never heard
Oh,
about it. Cooked up.
yes, the COVID-19 pandemic. Great. Hey, Amir, welcome. Great. Yeah, that's fantastic. We always learn something new together.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Nancy, for today we have a very interesting topic. We will agree or disagree, but with some controversial statements. Do you, by any chance, know what do you mean by controversial?
Sorry, teacher. Can you repeat the
Do,
question,
do,
please?
do you know the meaning of controversial?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And can you tell us what does that mean?
Yeah. Something controversial is when a topic um for some people are are okay, and for some others are the opposite. Yeah, you, for example, if I have to tell you about the arranged marriage, and in my country, this is a controversial topic because we are not accustomed to get that kind of marriages. So this is a kind of, for example, if we have to talk about salary, yeah, this is a
Equality
controversial thing for
between men
them.
and women, right?
Yeah, yeah, another one controversial topic. Yes,
Or maybe
yeah,
a religion for some people is also controversial. So yeah, these
controversial.
topics, we try to kind of get rid of them in most cases, but when it comes to deep and meaningful conversations, so why not? It's good to debate these topics. from time to time, so that
I
you can,
like, yeah,
yeah,
I
you can
like to
learn what
debate.
is
Yes,
important.
yeah, because another points of view, not only yours. You think that you have the truth in your hands, but when you start paying attention to other person's point of view, sometimes you realize, okay, I have to change my mind, or yeah, I was not as
Oh, so
good as
you
I
mean
thought.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes you get convinced with the ideas, right?
Exactly. Yeah, if they fundament what they are telling you, yeah, that's a good point.
Interesting. Yeah, that is true. It depends on the people's opinions. But like, whenever these topics discussed, there are a few things that are important to remember. The first thing, that the topics are controversial, so you feel free to agree or disagree, and you do not
Mm-hmm.
need to have the same idea as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's important that you view your own opinion, not just going with the flow. I'm just saying, like, my friend said this, I have to go with the flow and
Mm-hmm.
follow the crowd. No, you have to view your own opinion. That is important. Another thing which is there, you have to support your ideas. Whenever you say something, maybe people cannot believe what you're saying. Maybe you don't have anything to justify your opinions. So you need to justify your ideas either with facts or with quotations, like what other people say on the same topic, like famous people, those people, that you can take the words as greatly as possible, and also some statistics. Like you could say 50% of people, 80% of people. Yeah, this way, this is what we call it statistics, or even more than that. And also
Mm-hmm.
having fun during the conversation, discussions is also another important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So, are you ready to go with the first thing?
Yeah, we have
Uh,
another guest here, but he's in the comment section. I can see the image.
oh, hey Darshan.
The
Yes, he just
Yes.
subscribed. Let me see if he's available to hop on.
Uh-huh.
Yes, let's see. Darshan, if you're available, come and join us. Oh, yeah, he's here. Hey Darshan.
Kalau Kisnara,
Oh,
kami kami
hello.
aram ini.
Hello, I'm Osman.
Darshan, are you there?
Iyan mara mata nangi bol.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Hindi. I think he's not aware that he's in the hop on, maybe. That's
Uh,
the case. So I'll hop him off. Whenever he is ready, he can send the open request again one more time. That would be
uh,
better. But it's
Perhaps
okay. We
he,
can discuss
yes.
them together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's also fine. Yeah. So the first topic is about this one. So maybe you could rate.
Uh-huh.
Can you read it, please?
Yes. A parent shouldn't pierce a baby's ears.
Okay. Interesting. What do you mean by peers?
Making a hole in the ears just to put the earrings.
Very good. Yeah, making a hole. It could be in anything, into the ears. Some people do it for their nose. I could see them. So it depends
Yeah.
on the people. Yeah, it depends what they like,
Well,
or even
nowadays,
like inside the
teacher,
clothes.
yeah, nowadays not for babies, but adults, they pierce everywhere.
It's like the other baby, not the baby with the kids, right? With the kids meaning the other baby,
Yeah,
they do
the
it.
other baby. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, that's right. So, Nancy, do you agree or disagree with that? A parent should not pierce a baby's ears. Do you
Well,
think?
according to what I know, um, babies, I mean, she babies, because it always happens with she babies in my country, not for the boys, yeah, only for girls. They don't suffer when with it's a kind of machine. They, because I don't know how to call that part of the ear, lobule or something similar to that, which is it has no, you don't feel any sensation if you press that part. So well, I'm not against on that if what I heard is right. But for example, I have to explain something. Um, if you cut your baby's hair when they are just born, okay, they are going to suffer because I read about it, and when you cut your hair like bald hair, you want to scratch your head when the hairs wants to when the hair one started to start to grow,
Grow again. Yeah.
and yeah, and the babies are not able to put their hands on their hairs to scratch the head. So for them, they look very nice with the bald hair, and not with all those hairs they were born with. But they are suffering. So the three of my sons were with that those uh, awful hairs on the head, just because I heard about that. So
Okay,
sometimes
yeah,
it's according
interesting.
to, yeah, it's according to what you have heard. Yeah, I'm not a specialist, but I think that
Okay,
if
like, what age, like, parents take their babies to have their ears pierced? At what age do they do it in your country?
no, immediately they are born, and immediately the nurse in the nursery, they just they ask their parents, "Do you want me or anybody to do the hole in the ears?" And you say yes or no. Yeah.
Sure,
The
yes.
more smaller they are, the better.
Yeah, the smaller the better. Yeah, but some families do not take them pretty
Love,
early. After
ear,
a few
love, ear.
years, then that would be a problem then. Because when they get older, that would be, pretty much problematic.
Yeah, yeah, because you see that you have that needle, and you feel scared when you see that machine. Yeah, they put
Yeah,
some
but like,
ice before doing it. Yeah.
true. As far as I can remember, when I was a child, in my village, there was no machine to do so. So someone expert in the village, they were taking all the kids there, all the babies, and she was doing that for them
Uh
without
huh.
any machine, just using a needle.
A needle. Yeah.
A needle was
Okay.
all she had for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess he was really hurting the babies. He was not really kind. But there was nothing else to do so, nothing better. So I think that was fair to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Nancy. So let's talk a little bit about the other baby now. Like the old babies, people do it. Yes, earlobe is the word, Salah. Yeah,
Yes, Salah.
earlobe
Thank
is
you.
is the word.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now, if we talk a little bit about, people who pierce their, nose, I think it's common in many countries. Nancy, I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it is common in your country, but I've
It
seen
is.
that it's common in many countries, even for men, not only women, but also for men
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
for
It is in
boys. They
my.
do
It
they
is
do that
common.
too.
Yes, it is common in my country. In your tongue. Yeah. In in your chest, in your well, in your ears, different parts of your ears, in your nose, in your eyebrows. Yeah, everywhere, teacher.
Is it like
They
part of the culture or something new invented in the culture, in the
no,
traditions?
they say it's fashionable. Yeah.
It's just fashion. And do you personally find it fashionable?
No, no, I don't. I don't really like it. I think they're, well, when they've got a lot, if they got only just very little one, like a diamond, yeah, uh, but a very little one, it's okay. But they start with a very little one, and then then they go on putting more and more strange things uh, in every part of the body, and they make tattoos in the whole body. And for me, it's like you are. I think that in the future they are going to know that they made a mistake just doing those things to the body, because ink is inside the blood. They said it doesn't happen, but I think that if you put straight things inside your body in the future, you have consequences.
Definitely, yeah. And you have to be prepared for the results in the future. In my
Yeah.
culture, it's not common, like for men to pierce any place in their body, and also tattoos are not really, part of
Mm-hmm.
it. I think it's somehow related with religion and culture, that they are kind of intertwined, and that's not possible. Hey, Elena,
Mm-hmm.
welcome. Okay, great. So I think we can go to another topic if you are done. Do you have any other things to add?
I sent a message to monitor telling her we have a class with teacher Ahmed today in 1 hour, but she couldn't read it.
Okay, I'm sure she's busy doing something else, probably, maybe working.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's okay, yes. Let's go with something else that we have. Another topic now. We have so many different topics. So can you read this topic?
Yes, lawyers should make a higher salary than nurses.
Okay, now we have got two different jobs, lawyers, nurses. It says
Yeah.
that lawyers should make more money than nurses. They should be paid a higher salary. I'm sorry for all the nurses who are watching this stream. Don't leave, please. It's only an idea. So let's find out whether you agree or
teacher
disagree.
teacher Ahmed want to be controversial. That's why.
No, that's not my idea. That's not my
I
idea at
don't,
all.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
will share my idea
teacher.
later on. Yeah.
um, both jobs are important, because if you think that a lawyer, according to his or her job, you can be sent into prison, okay, you have to consider that his job is important. But nurses, well, in my country, they are not considered as um, medical assistants. They are considered administrative. Yeah. So they don't want to pay them the amount of money they really uh, have to be paid. Yeah.
True.
So for me, according to what we have already seen with the pandemic, the job the nurses did during the pandemic, taking risk because they were near people who were dying every day. And if you happened to be at the hospital, for you or for a relative, you know that the job they are doing is amazing. So I think that there's a great difference between the salary the lawyers earn and the nurses, and perhaps I don't know if the salary must be the same, but nurses must be paid more money. That is what I'm sure about. They
Oh, so you
here
mean
in my
that nurses
country,
should be more paid?
yeah,
Is this
exactly,
also
should be
your
more
opinion?
paid. Yeah, for me, yeah.
Okay, so let's take like two different situations now. If lawyers do not work for a month in the country, and if nurses do not work for 1 month in the country, which situation is more catastrophic and why?
Well, both situations are
Now, which
catastrophic.
one is more? I know both of them
Okay.
are catastrophic. Which one is more?
Well, if a lawyer doesn't work for the whole month, perhaps the trial is going to be stopped. Yeah. So you're not going to be sent into prison, or a man is not, or someone is not going to be sent into prison because everything is going to be stopped. But if nurses don't work for a whole month, okay, a lot of people are going to die because of that. Because doctors cannot do the job that nurses do.
Interesting. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, I agree with you. That would be like the situation would be worse with the nurses not working, not with the
Mhm.
lawyers. I do
Yeah,
believe, yeah, in this sense.
yesterday, teacher, I was just telling my friend, because they are on a strike every week, one day, and I said to my friend, why don't do they live for a whole week without nurses, the hospitals? Then the government is going to feel the reality of the things, yeah. But if they, for example, they go on a strike, yeah, and just for 8 hours, and they put another person to replace them. So you don't leave your patients without any nurse because they
Exactly.
take care. Yeah, they still take care. So the government is not going to pay attention because they
No.
know that they got feelings. Yeah, and they play
Good.
with those feelings.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, the governments do not care as long as the job is done by them. As long as
Exactly.
people are taken care of by other nurses, replaced by them. And nurses are so compassionate, they don't leave the patients alone and just not
Mm-hmm.
working. That's
Mm-hmm.
again like something related to theirs. Yeah, true. I agree with that. Very. What job is more prestigious in your country?
More what?
More prestigious, like more famous. A lot of people want to
Yes,
be
I know the
either
word. Yes.
lawyers or nurses.
No, lawyers, of course, because nurses are not taken into account the way that they must be taken into account. Yes, as I mentioned before, um, um, you know, if you want to graduate to be a lawyer, you want to be a lawyer, you have to study like 5 or 6 years in my country. And apart from that, then you have to choose the specific, if you want to be
Specialization.
a specialization, okay. Yeah, and for nurses, I think it's only 4 years, and I don't know if they have to do any specializations. Yeah, perhaps if they have to be in that room, which is the last room. How do you call it when you are going to die? The the patients are there just in the if a
Okay,
special room at the
yes.
hospital when you
Emergency,
Yep.
like I'm not.
No, it's not the emergency. The emergency when you come to the hospital, but when you are in a room like in the last days, yes.
Well, in American accent, we call it emergency room.
Okay, okay.
The
Emergency
department of
room.
that, but I'm not sure. It might have other things. Yes,
Mhm. Mhm.
maybe other things are also called.
Mhm. Um, but and sometimes, teacher, you must gain uh, the prestigious. Can I say that as a noun? You must gain with your job the prestigious of what you are doing. Yeah.
True, I agree. Yes, I agree. It really depends on that. But in my country, we have more lawyers unemployed than nurses. So again, being a nurse is more. is more prestigious than being a lawyer. I
Oh,
mean,
you
there's
see
there's
the
also another
difference.
reason behind that. Those people who studied, like, whenever students study in a high school, there are two different branches, either scientific or the other part, literacy. So, like, students from both parts, they can be lawyers, but only
Uh-huh.
students who study the scientific part can be nurses. That's why,
Uh-huh.
less people become nurses. That's, my thought. And I
Yeah.
think that is still more prestigious. But again, like, there are so many problems with nurses and lawyers. Yeah, they don't get a good job. They are not well paid, or their payment doesn't come on time. So a lot of problems to mention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
But lawyers
Okay,
in my
very good. Very
country,
good
if
thoughts.
yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, please. Yes.
Yes, no, I was going to say that lawyers in my country, if you're a good lawyer, especially the penalty lawyers, you earn a lot of money. You are like a celebrity here in my country. There are, for example, 10 lawyers who are always on television and they earn a lot of money. They are millionaires, yeah?
Yes,
But
but like only 10 of
they
them. What about the rest?
no,
Thousands of the other lawyers.
the rest the rest I think that they must fight every day as an ordinary job, uh, trying to gain the trial the yeah,
The
because if
clients, yeah,
not,
coming to
yes,
them.
yeah, there are different kinds of specialization, so it depends on the way you do your job, and yeah, you are well known or not, and according to that, you put the fee. Yeah.
True. Excellent. Yeah, I agree with that. Very good. Very good ideas. Now let's go with another idea, which is about funerals now.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
this idea is about the funeral. So it says
Yes.
that everyone should plan their own funeral. So whether you agree or disagree, yeah.
No, I agree. I agree because I'm planning my own funeral. I'm always telling my sons, I don't want anybody to see me. Yeah, on that box. Yeah. Just I don't know which is the word, but I want to be burned. Yeah, and throw everywhere. I don't want
You
you
mean
to
like burnt or buried? Which one?
no, burned. Yeah, that you become ashes.
Oh, you mean this is what we call it cremation.
Cremation, exactly.
Cremation.
Cremation,
Yes.
exactly. Yes. Okay. I want that because I got a relative of mine who has a funeral um, business, and I know that it's all about business, teacher. Yeah.
How is that
Um,
related to business?
oh, yes, teacher, if you know. Because you have to be inside the business. The flowers are business, the funerals are business,
Exactly. Yes.
the cemeteries are business, the place where you are going to to be in peace the whole life is business. According to the parcel you hire, the prices are going to be more or less. Um, yeah, if you belong to a very rich family, you are going to have in the cemetery like a house or a castle built there just
I
for the whole
see.
family. Yeah. And nowadays there are, well, he has got like a cemetery with flowers and everything is green, like like a very beautiful landscape. um, and you don't feel you are linked to a cemetery as before. Yeah, but you have to pay for it, but a lot of money,
I understand. Yeah, it's a lot of money for paying
a
it.
lot of
That
money.
is true.
And suppose during the funeral, I mean during the you for example, you die today, you have to wait 24 hours because there is like I don't know how to say it in English, how to say it in Spanish because I forgot the word. There is an illness that you can wake up after before 24 hours. So you have to wait 24 hours to be sure that you are already dead. Yeah. And for that
Exactly.
reason, yes, everybody's going to join the funeral and cry. And I don't want anyone to cry about me. Yeah, I don't want to see that my sons or my relatives or my friends. No, no, no. I don't want. Okay, they are going to remember me as the Nancy they used to. I used to be. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So in my country, funeral is used to be like 3 days, but nowadays it's less common. It's been like 2 days, or sometimes the family says one day. And during the COVID pandemic, there was no funeral at all. Like
Yeah.
there shouldn't
Exactly.
have been any of this because of the
Yeah.
COVID. Yeah, it was
Yeah. It
different.
happens the same
Shad
here.
has a point on
Uh-huh.
lawyers and other things. Lawyers serve everybody who want to definite, and they working to achieve justice, but nurses take care and keep eye who needs it for humanity in first. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, you're right. So lawyers and also nurses, they both work for humanity. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to have justice and to have like good health condition of people. Great chat, great points.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Mm-hmm.
good. Nancy, tell me a little bit about like the funeral. How long does it take in your country?
According to the money you got. For example, and it depends on the why did you die? Yeah. For example, if you were a person who took a lot of pills, the body is going to disintegrate with a lot of smells, bad smells. Yeah. So they
True.
had to prepare your body in a certain way. So they say, I mean, the funeral assistant is going to tell you, okay, tell me about the pills that they were taking, and you tell him, and he's going to say, okay, no more than 1 day because now the smell is going to start be spreading all over the place, so nobody can bear it, will be buried. So
Very good. Yeah, it's you could
yeah,
say unbearable. Very good.
unbearable.
That's
Yes.
that's great. Yeah, wonderful. Nancy, I want to ask you about celebrities' funeral in your country. Have you ever attended one celebrity's funeral?
Yes, I went to some of them. Um, but you know what I had I had a bad experience when my father died. Everyone was there, just laughing, yeah, telling jokes, yeah, not paying attention
Oh,
that we
sorry
were
to hear that.
suffering, yeah. So
That's
I
too
said
bad.
to myself at that time, okay, what are they doing here? They can be outside in the street if they want to talk, if they want to have a conversation, because there's a long time they haven't met one another, but not here where my father is.
True.
Um,
Like Nancy,
and
in my culture, it is completely impolite to laugh, to smile, and also to wear colorful clothes in the
uh
funeral.
huh, uh huh,
Almost everyone wears black or something
hmm.
quite dark, men and
Well,
women.
it happened in my past. Yeah, and you know, you in the past, Italian people used to hire women who cried.
Oh,
You,
yeah, I've heard of this. Yeah, some cultures they hire people, the staff to cry
yeah, they
at the
are around
funeral.
the dead body and crying, and you hire them. But you
But
know,
I
teacher,
disagree with this idea, honestly, Nancy. I don't agree
yeah,
with the idea
because
of hiring
it's
people.
fake. It's fake.
It's fake, like crying fake, pretending to
Yeah,
cry.
yeah. Oh my God. And a lot of things that we have to talk about funerals because when you feel the person who died is one thing, but when you don't feel it, just don't go. Send him or one of the relative a message. Uh, if you don't want to go because uh, you just don't want to, send him a message telling a lie. Okay, I have to go to work, or I am not feeling well, but don't go and start talking as you were in a party. For example, in American, I saw films and movies that in American they and here in my country they eat sandwiches. Yeah, they
Okay,
serve you
so like when it
sandwiches.
comes to food, it's something else. Like Nancy, in my country, because a lot of people take part in the funeral, like as I said, 1, 2, 3 days. So those people who come from a different city, and when they are there for lunch or for breakfast, they don't go to their restaurant, or sometimes there is no restaurant nearby at all. So the family or the people who are there, they kind of contribute some money to get food, prepared for all the
Well,
people.
but in that
So
case,
food is kind
teacher.
of served for people.
Yeah, but in that case, people come from long distances. So if they don't have anything to eat, you are going to give something
Yes.
to eat. But all another thing is that you go to the funeral just to eat because
That's the
it's
problem.
like
No,
a
no,
party.
that's
Yeah. And okay, I
no,
know
no,
that,
no,
for
not this
example,
way.
from Bolivia, Bolivian people, they put a lot of food when they go to the cemetery, a lot of food. They gathered there in the cemetery, and you could see like 20 people, 25 people, all relatives of the man or woman who died, and they put and they eat around the dead body. It's like a
Oh,
ceremony. I can understand that because it's like a ceremony. Yes, it's a traditional ceremony that they do because they with that they believe that they give like peace and prosperity to the body who has already died. Yeah.
interesting.
uh,
Yeah, man. Like I love different cultures, although I might not agree with their traditions, but again, our differences make us beautiful. So it's all right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it changes from one culture to another one. But like you mentioned the celebrities. Were there a lot of cameras, TV, reporters were out there or no? Because in my country, when a celebrity dies, I don't know, all the cameras, all the TVs, everyone goes there. What about,
yeah.
is it the same over there?
Yes, they want to take the first shot of the dying man or woman. Yeah, the first shot is going to be in all the magazines. And you say why? But it's something that I think that the owner of the magazine or the newspaper wants to have as on the first page. Yeah,
Yeah, the headline. You could say the headline
the
of the
headline.
newspaper.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, that is right. Okay, so think we have to go from this topic. Hopefully, we can find a happier topic. Next one. So let's see. I hope not funeral again. Let's have a happy topic. Let's see. Oh, yeah, interesting. Now it's about reading and writing. Can you read the topic that we have here?
Yes, teacher. Reading English is more difficult than writing English.
Yeah. So reading English is more difficult than writing English. What do you think? Whether you agree, disagree, none of them?
Well,
Yeah.
not English, but all. all the languages. For example, if I have to read in my native language, perhaps I find, according to the author, I can find that a book is more difficult, more challenging than others because the way the author writes sometimes is difficult to understand. Um, but at the time I write things, um, well, for me, it's easier to write because when you write, you can think twice, three times. You can, if you don't like the idea that you just jot it down, you can put in another way. Yeah.
But Nancy, like
So,
some people cannot get the ideas of writing, or when they say when we write, we need a lot of elements, like we need vocabulary, we need grammar, we need a lot of things. But when you read, you can just go read, and you might understand, or you might need a dictionary that could translate or give you
well,
the English definition of the word.
but if I'm writing, I have the same dictionary if I don't know a word. The thing is that you
But you
have to
need
be
grammar.
more
You need
creative.
grammar. You need like
Yes, you
syntax to
need
link the ideas
grammar.
together.
Yeah, of course, you need more things. Yes, yeah, I agree with you. But if you are good at grammar and you are a creative person, you have imagination. For me, it's easier to write rather to read because uh, when I say read, it's not a simple fairy tale. Yeah, when I say read, it's like a story that contains perhaps a deep and meaningful subject or topic. Yeah. So sometimes it's
And when we say Nancy, when we say write, we don't mean write only one sentence, one paragraph. We mean also writing something deep and meaningful. Yeah, just like the way you said. The way you
yeah,
describe a reading, you have to describe writing the same way too.
yeah. But I prefer writing. I was a good
Okay,
writer when I was young. Yeah, in my native
but like
language.
again,
In
like
English, I
you
know.
can read, you can read easier. It's less time consuming than writing. I mean, you can read a book maybe in 2 days, but you cannot write a book in 2 months.
No, but it's more interesting for me.
Okay, more interesting is different than more difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, more interesting because you have to struggle your head, your mind, just to provoke on you the reaction that um, you want to provoke on the readers after you have written something. Yeah, so you must
True.
be like you want to express yourself, but at the same time you want to provoke something in your readers, and that's the
True, yeah,
most
that's
important
right.
thing.
You need
Yeah,
to try to influence your readers in a way. You need to take your readers into
yeah,
account while writing.
yeah, and it is important just because you want them to be immersed into your own mind, which sometimes
Yeah,
is um, I don't know if I have to call it difficult, but challenging. But yeah, it has got a different taste for me. Yeah,
interesting. Yeah. As for me, like I think we are on the same page with that. Think like writing in English is way easier for me than reading.
hmm
I do believe this way, yeah. Writing in English is much easier for me than reading. I mean, as you said, when it comes to something pretty much sophisticated, not something super easy, but super sophisticated, yes. I do agree that writing would
hmm
be easier than reading. I can write
yeah.
better than,
But
reading in a
yeah, I
ways.
understand
Yes.
that some people don't have the idea, the imagination to start. You have in front of you a white page, and you don't know how to start. yeah, but some others, the imagination is so big that can write a lot of things, and after writing a lot of things you can summarize them and you can do whatever you want because it's all about your imagination. Nobody is going to say this is not good, that is not okay, okay, because it's yours, only yours.
True, yeah, it's only yours. Wonderful. Great ideas, yes. That's fantastic. And how do you improve your reading English? Your English reading skill, Nancy? Do you try or have you tried? What ways have you tried with?
Okay. Nowadays, I don't read anything because I cannot concentrate on my reading. But when I was young, I used to be a reader. Um, and yeah, first of all, I learned a lot about, pronunciation and intonation. And as I wanted to be an actress teacher. That's why for me reading is
Oh, wow.
something that is nice. When I want to read something, I express myself with my whole body, and people can understand me even if they have their eyes shut. Yeah, because
That's great,
the
yeah.
feelings, yeah, the feelings that emerge from my inside, they can feel them. Yeah.
True, true. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, wonderful ideas. So let's go with and the next topic. We have so many topics available, so let's go with the next one. Find out what we have. It's about television now, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you're a fan of television or you're not. Are you a fan
Mm-hmm.
of TV?
No, I don't watch
Now
TV.
you're not. Okay, you
I
don't watch
listen to
TV.
the radio. I listen to the radio till it becomes to be boring, or just telling you the same thing all over and over again, or if there is something really sad which affects me, I try to turn on the radio, or to change the dial. Yeah, because yeah, it affects me. But television nowadays in my country is not good one. We call yellow television when the programs
Yellow
are,
television.
yeah, when the programs are really bad. Yet they don't have money to pay for good actors or actresses. So everything is like on a low average of um,
Quality.
quality. Yes, that is the word.
Yeah,
You read
they've
my
got
mind,
like
teacher.
yeah, I read your mind. Yeah, they've got
Yeah,
like very poor quality of TV programs. It's the same in my country. I don't like watching TV at all. Nancy, I have been living without a TV in my home for over 8 years now,
yeah, I can
and
understand you.
yeah, whenever there is, I only watch TV for a football match. So I think today or tomorrow there are a few wonderful matches, football matches, and I just go to a bar or go to a cafe to
Uh
watch
huh.
the game and enjoy my time there and come back home. Or I can use my laptop if I need to, but if I want a big screen, then I go to a
Yeah,
cafe, enjoying time and also watching the screen. That would be like killing two birds with one stone. Much easier and much more short. So, is television like the cause of violence in today's society?
well, um, I don't know if it is the first because uh, violence is everywhere nowadays. But if television helps, like contribute to 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 have more violence. Um, yeah, like facts in our society, because when I watch something on TV and the cruel images they are showing. to children, because children are watching the TV at that time.
True.
I say to myself, oh my God, they are learning from this. They are learning because every time they are in front of a TV set, they are learning new things. And if you put some comics or some, some drawings, some things that are they were made for them, for their ages, that is okay. But when they start putting like the war, or uh, what happened to a lady because a man killed a lady, and they show the images there,
That's bad.
or
Yeah.
they are not prepared to listen or to watch those images. For everything, for every age, you have to be prepared. Yeah. For example, as a teacher, we know that at a certain age we can teach this and these topics, but not go forward. Yeah, because
True.
they are not
Yes. Yeah.
prepared to accept it.
Always there should be limitations, right? Limitations and
Exactly.
boundaries, and students
If
should not trespass
Yes, if
them.
they ask you, okay, you have to reply. But if they don't ask you, you just stop. You just give like a simple explanation, and no more than that. And if they don't ask anymore, okay, you leave it in that place. For example,
The
about
problem is that children,
sexuality,
they
yeah.
ask a lot. They ask a lot. Okay, they do ask like a lot of things whenever they're watching TV or something, whenever something, nudity or bad comes up. Oh, mom, dad, what is this? Like, they do ask you, and sometimes they left you with no choice but to tell them the reality. Hey, teacher Sabrina, thank you for the
Oh,
donation. I appreciate it.
Sabrina, teacher Sabrina, long time no see her. Oh my God. Hello. Okay, yes. Um, but you, as a mother or father, has to be prepared to answer the question. And if you are not prepared to answer the question, okay, turn your TV off, and don't let your children watch whatever it is on the screen. Yeah,
I agree,
especially
yes.
at night, because at night programs are prepared to for adults. Yes, and sometimes in my country we have dinner at 10 or 11 p.m. Yeah, in general, and so the programs that are on, they are for adults, but all the whole family is gathered having dinner, and they are watching the same
Yes.
programs, and they are watching things
Together.
that they don't have to see. They don't have to watch.
True. I agree, yes, I agree. The same thing happens with my culture, the same things, and I really hate it. I don't want children watch these kind of programs, this kind of TV series or these movies. No, they're not good at all for this age. Okay, great, great ideas. Let's go and find out another topic. Oh, wow, that's so controversial. Let's
Oh
see.
my God.
Yeah, that's pretty much controversial. Let's
Oh,
find out.
yes, it is controversial. Yeah. Men are
It
better
is.
drivers than women.
Yes, better
Well,
drivers than women.
is there a statistic that say the opposite? I don't know, because we live in a masculine world. I don't know how to say it.
No, we don't live in the masculine word. I mean, just view your opinion. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I got a daughter-in-law who really can drive a truck or whatever is in her hands. She can do it. But according to what I see in my country, nowadays women, I don't know if they are quite similar to the men's way of driving, but they are very good drivers. And what I saw, and what I see is that they are more, they pay more attention to the traffic lights, to the signs. You know, they're particularly more interested in following the
The
norms,
rules.
the law, rather than men, because men in general, they are always in a rush and they don't pay attention. They just accelerate, and they I don't know, they break the law every now and then. They receive a lot of taxes then to pay, and they don't care. Yeah,
They don't
they
care at
believe
all.
that they
Yeah.
are in Formula Uno, Formula One. They believe they were all drivers like
Okay, but
Schumacher.
Nancy. You're just like blaming. Okay, man. But I don't know. A lot of times I've seen that in my country, women, they care about the traffic, but they don't care about the mirrors. They don't look at the mirrors at all. I have seen so many drivers this way. They don't really look at the mirrors whether someone is trying to pass a car, is trying to, just go, pass them or something else. They don't care about the mirrors at all. And I don't know, like in my country, men usually, whenever they see women driving, they don't really mind it. That's fine. But at the same time, I don't know, sometimes they're super slow and they
No, no, no.
don't
In
let
my
the other
country,
cars
they are
pass.
no, no. In my country, they are not slow. They are, yeah, they are fast, but they pay attention to well. When I used to drive, I paid a lot of attention to all the mirrors in the van, but I I try to be very careful when I was driving, because I didn't want um,
Put my
to
life
hurt
at risk.
anyone, Yeah, the problem with me was, suddenly perhaps a child is going to cross the street, and yeah, I hurt him or her. Yeah, so my problem was that's why I didn't run faster or so fast. Yeah.
Drive fast. Okay, drive.
Drive fast. But the problem nowadays is the cells. Yeah, teacher. They're
The
paying attention
cells,
to the
yeah, sure.
cells. Yeah. So while they
Everyone
drive
is
in,
just like,
everyone,
using
they
Snapchat, I don't know, the Instagram stories, everything is inside the car.
they
That's
don't
the
pay
reason why,
attention. If you
there are
have
so
the
many
traffic
accidents.
lights, you are stopping the traffic lights. You are the first one. Yes, on the road. Yeah, and suddenly the traffic light is green, so you have to go ahead. Yeah, but
Yes, yeah.
all the cars were waiting for you because you are with the cell in your hands, paying attention to your cell, and you didn't pay attention to the traffic lights, that it was green.
Yeah, that is true. Or some people now they're kind of TikTokers, or I don't know what else we can call them. They kind of do it as a challenge. For example, the traffic is red and they still go. And they post the video to get a lot of viewers on the internet.
Yeah, yeah, they
Just
do that.
just as doing something crazy, yeah. Or maybe
Yeah.
like, driving with 200 kilometers per hour and they just take it as a challenge. Z has a very fun comment. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if
but
you agree or disagree
see,
with him.
yeah, no, but the checkup, the makeup, no. That was the past. That was the
That
past,
was
not
the past, yeah,
nowadays.
not anymore.
Yeah,
They
nowadays,
get their makeup
both.
ready at home, not in the car.
Yeah,
They don't need that.
yeah, yeah. Nowadays, men and women are just paying attention to themselves, both of them. I'm not going to say men um, are worse than women. No, no. Both of them are on the same page in that case.
Okay, interesting, good. But men are not better drivers. Or you agree, men are better?
It depends. It depends. There are men who are a disaster.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we are finally done. You don't convert into my opinion. That's fine. Thank you, Nancy, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you,
Thanks
teacher.
everyone for
Bye.
watching.
See you. See you
We'll see you
Wednesday.
soon.